Yo, what's up YouTube, it's your boy Beta here, and today, I have a little bit of a disgusting video, to say the least, to bring you guys. Today we are gonna go ahead and be covering the most degenerate Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon VGC, and the Pokemon that we are going to be covering is none other than Gigantamax Butterfree. Now, if you guys don't know what Gigantamax Butterfree does, I feel good for you, because it has a signature move called G-Max Befuddle, which is its signature G-Max move, of course. And what it does is it pretty much randomly selects between sleep, poison, and paralysis and inflicts it on your opponent. So the reason this is strong is because it actually affects both opponents in VGC. I'm going to put Pollen Puff back on you. And it goes to protect. And you can also paralyze ground types and stuff like that, which is always fun. We have this paired with a Specs Gengar, which is EV to underspeed this thing by 1 point, so we can Befuddle and then go ahead and hit Specs Hex to kill something. We have Indeedee to override the Misty Terrain if we need to. Dracovish because it's Dracovish and it pairs well with our last Mon, which you will see. We have our Redirection Togekiss if necessary with Paraflinching, just in case all else fails. And then we have Tailwind Whimsicott, which is going to be our main lead with the Butterfree, mainly because we need to Tailwind, and then we get the instant speed boost on our Butterfree, so we can start clicking Befuddle. So that's pretty much going to be the team. This thing also does no nature power, so it can go ahead and click, like, I don't know, Psychic in the terrain. Or not Psychic in the terrain. We're actually going to swap this for Moonblast, because I've been doing some testing, and that's not the best. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving this team some runs, showing you guys how... Oh, sorry. This is the team. The link to it will be down in the description below. And it's a pretty disgusting team, to say the least. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into our first battle. So, looking at this guy's team, it looks pretty good. One thing I see is that it has a huge weakness just being status in general. So, I think we're just going to go ahead and lead off with the standard core. And then, actually, he might lead off with this thing, but yeah, I think we're going to like this. He isn't Trick Room, because this thing is in prison to stop Trick Room. So, we're going to go ahead and lead off with Butterfree and Whimsicott. And in the back, we're going to go ahead and bring ourselves a Dracovish and Gengar. That's going to be the team. We're also going to timer up on this guy, because why not? That's always fun. Haha. Turn this up a little bit if you guys want to hear the music a little bit better. There's the Drag Ball him on top, which is something I don't see very often, but we're probably just going to go ahead and Befuddle into the... I think we're going to Befuddle into the him on top, because it doesn't matter. And we're going to Tailwind. He might fake us out, which would be annoying, which he does. We're always going to get our Befuddle off, and I have been noticing that double sleep happens a lot. So as long as we don't get the poison on the Dragapult, we're good. Yeah, there's the double sleep, which is super helpful. But he has a eject button, which means he's going to switch out, but that is perfectly fine. And as you can see, this Pokemon's already being degenerate as I put both of my opponents to sleep in the first turn of the game, including his +1 Dragapult, which I can then blow back with a maximum airstream. Yeah, this is a really degenerate Pokemon. He's just going to his Rotom Heat here. We're going to go ahead and Airstream the Dragapult as we click Tailwind this turn. He can't wake up this turn, which is super helpful. So, and he really doesn't have a switch in now that his Rotom is on the field. So yeah, it's going to be super helpful for us. There's the Dynamax on Rotom, but we are Sash, so we should always be able to live a hit. He's still fast asleep. We're going to go and drop an Airstream into you, do a lot of damage. You got our speed up even more, which means we should be able to outspeed this guy now. There's our Sash. And now we are going to use Befuddle into the Dragapult to pick it off, and we are going to go ahead and Memento the Rotom. Because I love Memento on this thing because you can pretty much cripple Dynamax Pokemon indefinitely. So it's either they switch out and lose Dynamax, or they stay in and they're minus attack. So we're going to go ahead and kill the Dragapult, hopefully get a sleep here, which we do. Like I said, this Pokemon is the utmost form of degeneracy. As he goes back out into the sleeping Hitmontop, which we are just going to go ahead and Hurricane. Actually, Hurricane has really low accuracy, so I think we're going to Psychic the Hitmontop, and we're going to Hex the Rotom and see how much that does. Yep, he's still asleep. We're going to go Psychic to pick you off. And drop a Hex into you, and we get the crit. Which, like I said, I don't think it mattered because he was asleep, but there's the forfeit, and we're going to take game 1 3-0. So I think you guys can already see where this is going and how bad and disgusting this team really is. But this guy has a pretty stally team. He has a lot of new Pokemon, which is kind of weird. I don't really know what Appleton does in VGC, so we're going to go ahead and figure that out together. So, looking at him, he has this thing, but I don't really know what that does. So we're going to go ahead and lead off with you in the back. I think we got to bring Gengar just to hit stuff hard, because he doesn't have a normal type. So the last one we're going to bring is, because this is probably his Dynamax here, we're going to bring Togekiss. Alright, so he leads off with Ice Cube and Toxapex, which means I can pretty much get a free Befuddle into the Ice Cube for a lot of damage, and we can taunt the Toxapex to prevent it from doing anything. And as long as this thing doesn't get its Ice Face broken, we won't have to worry about it being faster than our Butterfree, which is super helpful. Do a lot of damage, get the Para, get the Sleep, eats the Citrus Berry, although it won't really matter. And he can't use Stockpile, perfect. Now we're going to probably use Mind Storm into the Toxapex as we click Tailwind. Gets him a lot of damage off there. He's still asleep. Gets used Liquidation, does very little damage. And now we're going to Befuddle into the Ice Cube on his potential. Actually, no, we're going to Mind Storm the Toxapex again because he doesn't have a Dark type. And we're going to go ahead and use Memento into the Ice Cube. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm sorry, chat. Or no, I'm sorry, YouTube. He stays asleep too. Super helpful. So this Ice Cube is pretty much useless at this point in time, as he does that in Charizard. We're gonna go ahead and click. We're probably just gonna Hurricane the Ice Cube. No, we're gonna Pollen Puff the Ice Cube to take it out, and we're gonna go ahead and taunt the Charizard, I guess. This thing really has no more use to us, so we're just gonna go ahead and sack it. Really. The Air Slash does come in and take us out, as we both get taken out, but we still have one turn to Tailwind, plus we can redirect attacks. So now that nothing is status as well, we can use Shadow Ball to kill the Ice Cube and follow me. Because Charizard cannot avoid redirection. It's going to do a lot, but it's alright. He goes into Corviknight. This is fine. We're going to Shadow Ball to take out the Charizard, and we're going to follow me one more time. Unfortunately, he still does have his Dynamax, which is kind of annoying. But I feel like if we click Follow Me this turn, we should be good. Because he is not Dynamaxing yet for some reason. Who locks the Charizard, and we're going to get taunted, which is perfectly fine. We're going to Shadow Ball, pick off this Charizard. However, he might be Choice Back, so we might lose here, but we put up a good fight. Yeah, this might be a good game, unfortunately. We are 300 special attack, but as you can see, we're slower than this thing. Because there's the Air Slash, but we actually do get to take this thing out. So if we get a crit here, we win the game, which is very nice. I don't think he can touch us, though. If he could have, he would have. I think he's body pressed, dude. I think we won the game. Yeah, he didn't kill us. Oh, we just won the game, dude. I'll drop a GG. So Gengar does manage to clutch through on this one, which is very nice. So we're going to pick this guy out, and now we won. So that didn't really go as planned, but we did manage to go ahead and take out the Toxapex nice and early, which left our Gengar wide open for the sweep. So nice job, Gengar, in that one. Like I said, it hurts to not have max speed, but with Butterfree, as strong as it is, this could work out very well. So we have this guy, Odd-Chan. So we're going to go ahead and lead off with, he has a Trick Room team, so we're going to go ahead and lead off with Indeedee and Butterfree, because this is our anti-Trick Room lead. In the back, we're going to go ahead and bring Gengar and our Togekiss, it looks like. Because I do have ran Trick Room a decent amount, and the trick is you have to lead off with Butterfree and Indeedee, because Indeedee can go ahead and prevent the opponent from clicking Trick Room. We're gonna go and do that. Also gonna go and start this timer. Of course, he's probably going to lead off with Indeedee Hatterene, because that is one of the most common leads right now, but worst case scenario for us, he leads off with Mammothwine, but I don't think that's going to happen, although it does kind of destroy our team outside of Dracovish. So I think I'm going to go and bring Dracovish in the back with Dracovish and Gengar. This way we can beat the Mammothwine. Gave us time to think about that, so we're going to use that time. Yeah, 60 seconds. He does lead in DD Hatterene, which means we can get a free Befuddle into the Hatterene, as well as an Imprison to prevent them from setting up Trick Room. And the reason we're attacking Hatterene instead of Indeedee is because the Indeedee is more than likely to click Follow Me. Plus, we could get a double sleep, which would be very nice. Actually, does not click that, but we're going to get a Poison and a double Poison, which is I've not seen happen a lot. We're going to go and get the Imprison off, as the Mystical Fire is going to go and come into us. But keep in mind, he cannot click Trick Room, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and click Befuddle again into the Indeedee this time, while we click Dazzling Gleam. No, we actually have to Befuddle the Hatterene and D-Gleam. Yeah, that's the play. Because that way we kill Hatterene, and if this thing uses Follow Me, that's fine. A little bit of damage. Dazzling Gleam. Get more damage off. And we're going to be brought down relatively low. We are -2 special attack too. So we're actually going to max guard this turn just so we can set up a Tailwind before we go down. And I'm going to D-Gleam one more time. Because we do not have our, what's that called? Our Whimsicott to give us Tailwind. So we're going to max guard. Going to fail to protect. Going to go ahead and die. Mystical Fire is going to get guarded. Perfect, perfect. Going to get some more poison damage. Sorry, I went to my team builder there. I'm going to go ahead and close out of that. And I don't think he has another Trick Room setter on this team. He goes into Sense of Scorch. This could be a problem for our Indeedee. But what we are going to do is we're just going to go ahead and Tailwind and drop a Psychic into that slot. Unless if the Indeedee uses Follow Me, that's pretty bad. But he does actually just Dynamax, which is fine because we're going to get our Tailwind up. Get a lot of damage off. Mystical Fire is going to take out our Butterfree, which is perfectly fine. As the Max Flutterby will, of course, destroy our Indeedee. However, we can go ahead and switch into these two. I'm going to start Vicious Rending, and I believe the play is to actually, to Vicious Rend, and then his last Pokemon is Undetermined. So we're just going to go ahead and Sludge Bomb into the Indeedee. So he does go ahead and click Helping Hand, but we're going to go ahead and just take that thing out before he can do anything. Sludge Bomb into you, and that should be GG. Depends what he has in the back, though. Fun fact, our Dracovish is actually faster than our Gengar. Should I drop a GG? Nah. The only way he wins this is if he has Gyarados. Gyarados is the only way he wins this game, to be honest. But even then, that's a very big if. And I don't think he brought Gyarados, to be honest. He has Mamoswine, yeah, that should be game. Vicious Rend and Sludge Bomb, we should win. Because we do have Tailwind up, which means, yeah, that's going to be GG. GG. So yeah, go back to our main menu and get another game. Let's get like 2 more. I want to make this a longer live because it's going to be my first VGC live. So we're going to go ahead and lead off with... This guy does have a Mamoswine, so we're going to need to bring the Dracovish in the back. We're going to go ahead and lead off with you and bring Dracovish. And it looks like he has kind of more offensive squad. So but we're still going to bring Gengar in the back for when we get Tailwind up. We can start clicking buttons. Sorry, I froze it there. I didn't realize I could do that. He's off with Toxtricity and Whimsicott. I don't know what this core does, but anyways, we're going to go ahead and just Befuddle into the Tox... Well, he's going to obviously Tailwind with the Whimsicott, so I feel like it's a safer play to actually do it. Yeah, he's going to Dynamax Toxtricity, which is fine. We're going to Gigantamax our Butterfree. We're going to get taunted, but we are Mental Herb, so that's going to go ahead and wear right off. Befuddle's going to go into you. We're going to get a Sleep, Double Sleep. As he does not go to sleep, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's what it is. He's probably going to taunt our thing again. Actually, no, he can't. He's asleep, which is very nice. Go ahead and we're actually going to go ahead and Mindstorm the Toxtricity, see how much that does. As we're going to go ahead and Memento the Toxtricity as well. So this thing's going to go ahead and lose all of its offensive power. That thing's going to stay fast asleep, and this thing's going to take a lot of damage, which is very nice. He's going to go ahead and take us out, which is fine. Because now we can pretty much get a free switch into these two guys. Vicious Rend you. And then it looks like he doesn't have a good switch into a Shadow Ball, so we're just going to go ahead and click Shadow Ball. Yep, you're going to die, and you're going to die. Perfect. And we still have 1 turn of Tailwind, which should be more than enough to win the game. Inteleon comes in, and so does Corviknight. So it looks like we have to fish this around the Corviknight and Shadow Ball the Inteleon. And if all goes well, we should just win this turn. Yeah, that does way too much damage. That straight up kills it, and now we definitely win. Yep, good game. It's actually really fun. I'm enjoying this team a lot. I'm gonna go and get another one. I might get this team in game. Like, I might breed for it, which will be really fun because I really enjoy this team. So for this guy, we're gonna go ahead and lead off. He has a Gastrodon, which means we can't bring Dracovish. We're gonna go and lead off with Butterfree, Whimsicott, and then bring Gengar, Togekiss in the back because we have no reason to bring Indeedee because he doesn't have a Trick Room team. And Braviary is one of the biggest threats to this team, as is Excadrill, but we should be able to deal with those relatively well. I wonder where I am on the ladder right now, but I'm not going to check. So yeah. Then you have a Butterfree. Whimsicott, he's going to go with Indeedee, Togekiss. So I don't know what this core does, especially since this thing isn't Psychic Surge. So we're just going to befuddle the Indeedee, and then we should be faster than this thing, which we are not. We're going to befuddle the Indeedee and Tailwind. Hopefully we get a double sleep into forfeit, which is what has happened several times, which I think is pretty funny. There's the follow me, which is fine. We're going to get our Tailwind, and we're going to go and befuddle you. Hopefully we get double sleep, we get poison, and poison, which is honestly the worst that could happen, but we should have probably taunted the Indeedee, or we couldn't have actually. Now we're going to befuddle you and taunt you. So that way, yep, no more follow me. It's going to do a lot of damage, but it's alright. He's actually going to double into Whimsicott, which I'm perfectly fine with, because then we get to go and take out Indeedee relatively for free. And then we're going to go and get a switch into our, what's it called, this thing. As he does go into Tyranitar, which is a huge issue for this team. So we're going to actually go ahead and paralyze it. We're going to double into it. As the Rock Slide does come out, which is going to bring us down to our Sash. If he picks us off, that is perfectly fine. Which he does, and we're going to go and get our Thunder Wave off just to make this thing a lot less of a threat, I should say. Unfortunately, I don't see a way that we win this game, especially since he went for the Trick Room. And he's probably going to Rock Slide here, or he's going to Earthquake maybe. So we're going to go ahead and click, I don't know what we do here, man. We're just going to go ahead and Sludge Bomb to take you out, then follow me. Yeah, there's the Dynamax, which means this thing is definitely going to die. Yeah. There's the Air Slash. We're probably going to flinch here. Yeah, and we lost the game. That's going to be a GG. It's going to be our first loss of the live. So I'm going to go and forfeit here. He won that one fair and square. So what I didn't expect was him to be bringing Trick Room because he had a Braviary, but I guess it is good to have like more of a hidden Trick Room, if I'm going to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and lead off with, looking at this guy's team. He can lead off probably with this core. So we're going to counter that with this, and in the back bring you. And I guess we'll also bring the Togekiss could be good for attack redirection, but he has 3 steel types, so we're just going to bring Dracovish. Yeah, he does lead off with this, of course, as all brain dead players do. So he's probably going to beat up his Lucario turn 1, so we're going to go ahead and befuddle his Whimsicott and click Tailwind. Or we could actually probably do this. We could Airstream into the Whimsicott and Moonblast into the Whimsicott just to make sure we take it out. Worst case scenario, he protects and we get a speed boost. Yep, he's going to beat that thing up. Nope, there it is. Gonna give him some time. Give him a little bit of moment to boost up. There's gonna be one more. That's alright. Keyberry's gonna boost his defense. That's alright. We're gonna go and live this on our Sash, of course. And then we're gonna go and Moonblast into you. Lower your special attack, which doesn't matter. And then Airstream into you to take you out. Honestly, this could be... we could be in a worse position right now. He's probably gonna go into Arcanine if he has it in the back and click E-Speed, which I'd assume he does have. He goes into Aegislash. This thing probably knows Shadow Sneak, doesn't it? So we're gonna go and just befuddle the Lucario and Tailwind anyways. I don't know. I don't think this thing runs Shadow Sneak, but I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, I think we just lose the game. Okay, he did not click Shadow Sneak, which means we could get a sleep here. Paralyze and... oh, I forgot you can't do it to that thing. Alright, so we're both gonna die here. But at least we do have our Tailwind up now, which means I think we are free to just double into the Lucario, as the Aegislash I don't think can do much to us. I'm going to just cover that as a contingency, and then obviously fish this Rendu to just hopefully take you out. I think this still might be able to kill, considering the fact it's a Lucario. You just go ahead and click Max Guard, Gonna go and take out your Aegislash. And now you're not Dynamax, which means this will definitely kill. And there's the Arcanine, which means we are actually going to Shadow Ball Lucario and Fish this friend the Arcanine. Yep, the game is over this turn, as we go and take you out, and Shadow Ball take you out. Alright, we'll do one more, because that was actually a really nice game. That one was pretty close too. I'm gonna go ahead and go, and this looks like a Trick Room team right off the bat. So we're gonna go ahead and lead off with our anti-Trick Room, and then no, not Whimsicott. Bring anti-Trick Room, Togekiss, and I don't know what the last one I'm gonna bring is. We'll bring Gengar. We don't really need Whimsicott for this matchup. Hopefully we get an early forfeit with the Imprison strat plus Befuddle. However, one thing I noticed is that G-Max Snorlax, as it is on several teams, is a very big problem. So yeah, we're gonna go and see what we can do against that. Come on, bro. Hurry up. I'm also gonna just check my ladder rating real quick. We are 1131, which isn't the best. I don't know why we've lost. I don't think we did lose 4 games. I think this is inaccurate, but whatever. We might have lost 4 earlier and just have to ladder our way up. I did do a fair bit of testing with this team, and I feel like this is the best it can get, personally. I do wonder what this guy's gonna do, though. So yeah, as far as threats on his team are concerned, obviously the Snorlax is a big one. Grimmsnarl could be annoying if it runs Thunder Wave, and Gyarados is always a threat, but I'm gonna assume he's gonna lead like Indeedee Snorlax or something. I don't know. He's gonna time out though. Alright, he's gonna lead Indeedee Gyarados actually, which is honestly really fine, because we know our Indeedee's faster because our Psychic Surge went first. So we're gonna go ahead and befuddle the Gyarados, I guess. We have no reason not to, and click Imprison. No, we'll befuddle the Indeedee and Imprison. Hopefully we can put the Gyarados to sleep, though. Unless it Dynamaxes, which would be very annoying. I'm sorry, I'm gonna close out of this. So obviously, he's gonna probably try to timer stall or something. He's not really accomplishing anything, though. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he's actually just taking his time. We're going Dynamax here. He's gonna follow me, which is fine. We're gonna go and befuddle into you, just completely destroy you. We're gonna go and Imprison, make sure that nobody can click any buttons. And he's probably gonna forfeit here, if I'm gonna be honest. As he does not, and he actually decides to go into Chandelure, which means we can probably Airstream that thing and then Psychic it too. As he decides to Dynamax, so we did make the right play here. Putting our speed boost. Psychic gonna do a lot, which actually did more than I expected, to be honest. Should bring us down to our Sash, right? Yeah, especially on the crit. So now we're gonna befuddle. He's probably gonna guard here, so we're gonna Psychic into the Gyarados. Or he just lets this thing die. Just kidding. Oh, but we get the Paralysis. Nice. We do a lot of damage to you. You're gonna wake up. You're gonna Dragon Dance, which I don't really care about, as the Max Flare is going to take us out. And now I pretty much feel free to go into this thing, right? Follow me, and just Dazzling Gleam to take them both out. I feel like that is the best play of this turn. As the Gyarados is going to protect, which is fine. And the Dazzling Gleam is obviously going to just go and do that 0 to 5% that we need to do. And funnily enough, we do have Heat Wave on this Pokemon, so we can pretty much deal with this Corviknight 100% of the time. Iron Head's going to do a lot. We're going to go ahead and take it out with Psychic, though. And Heat Wave's going to do a whole lot of damage, which it does. But he has Citrus Berry, which can be kind of annoying. There's the Iron Head, but that's not going to do a lot. So we're going to go into Gengar, Heat Wave, and Shadow Ball to seal the deal. And even if Heat Wave misses, we have Shadow Ball in the back, which will claim this Pokemon. He's probably going to timer stall or something. Or not. So the Corviknight's going to go ahead and drop. And that will be the game. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like I said, link to the paste bin of this team will be in the description below if you guys want to try out Gigantamax Butterfree for yourself. I will try getting this mod in the game, but I do have this team in the game, I should say, but I have another team I'm working on right now. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for coming out. Hit the like button if you're new, subscribe if you really want to, and with that being said, I will see you guys later. Peace.